Hello YouTube, how goes it? Retro Prime. I'm sitting in my bedroom to do this video because I've got family in for the lockdown, so I can't really film in the games room. How's lockdown going? It's alright. Today's not been great. I woke up and I've got lots of spots. I don't know. I get loads of spots during this lockdown. I don't know what it is. I'm 41. I shouldn't be getting plukes like I'm a bloody teenager. Also the baby decided to spew down me just before I started the video. Says to the wife, I'm just gonna film a quick video upstairs. So here's the baby. Yeah, my grandson boffed me. So and you know what? It's the lockdown. I can't be arsed changing. I can't do any more washing. Right, but I wanted to talk to you about something. The wife bought me a wee treat. It was my birthday last week, and then just no long after I'd spent all the money I'd got, and you know, presents had been bought and stuff. I seen the Ultra Magnus, the Siege one, appeared on Bargain Max, and he was like what, £42 with free postage. But if you spent like 50, you got 20 quid off. So I mean, if you managed it, you're getting him plus whatever else you bought for like kind of under 50 quid. I said to the wife, I said, have we got money for this? And she was like, nah, sorry. Which is fair enough, you know, we'd spent a lot of money. I'm spitting on my birthday and stuff. You know, cakes and things like that. Cakes and things, they made me a cake. You know what I mean, we had no cash. Then the other day, like 2 days ago, she said to me, do you wanna, that's the Hermes guy here, do you wanna go get it? I think it's for you. And I was like, okay. And it was Siege Ultra Magnus. She'd just ordered it. She'd transferred some money out of her savings because she knows how much I wanted it. Oh, it's so good. Yes. With the Siege and the Earthrise stuff, and the Power of the Primes and things, they had a good few figures. I'm starting to find that those figures are the ones I'm playing with all the time now because they're nice, they're high quality, and they all go for what they cost, and they're all going together well on a shelf. Like my Springer and now my Ultra Magnus and my Optimus Prime. It's all like, oh, it's very, very nice, especially if you're a G1 fan. And I was speaking to Borders Dude about it, about how good he was, because Borders Dude is a massive Ultra Magnus fan. So I thought I'd show you the top 5 Ultra Magnus toys that I own. I was saying to Borders Dude about like how obviously when I told him about this, like I said, oh, these are my favourite Ultra Magnus I own. I says obviously I'd like if I had animated Ultra Magnus in the Masterpiece one, it might be different. And he mentioned, you know, you can get decent KOs for fairly cheap Ultra Magnus, the Masterpiece, but I think with this Siege line now, or the Earthrise line, alright, they're no like Masterpiece level, but they're good enough for me. I don't think I need a Masterpiece Ultra Magnus now, because what am I going to do with it? I've only got like about half a dozen Masterpiece figures. I've got like Hot Rod, Sunstreaker, Sideswipe, who else? Blue Streak. I don't know. I've got some anyway. Oh, Bumblebee and Wheeljack and stuff. Grimlock. That's it. Oh, Sunstorm. I've got him as well. But I've not really, and I don't play with them because they don't really. I mean, they're lovely things to look at, the older ones anyway, and lovely things to play with. But they didn't really go with anything else that I've got. So I end up. Am I hitting? That's my child. This is my bedroom. I'm on my double bed. I'm actually sitting on it, and my child's bed's across there because, like I said, family, so she's not got her room. My stepdaughter and the grandson's got her room, so she sleeps there. So this is her dream catcher. She believes that every night before we go to bed, she gets her story, she gets her cuddles, and then we both blow our dream catcher because she thinks it gets rid of all the bad dreams that it's caught, and then sets it for the night. So keep headbutting our dream catcher. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I did play with it. I wouldn't like. Transformers work better together, like as we all do. So if I'm going to play with it, like and display and like set up scenes and stuff, if I've only got a handful of Masterpiece, I mean, there's really nothing I could display. I could sort of make a scene with Ultra Magnus because he wouldn't go with anything that I've got. So I'm quite content with these figures. Anyway, 4 minutes and I've said next to nothing. Oh, and my old knees are getting sore. Anyway, so in some sort of order, here's my top 5 Ultra Magnus. The first has to be G1, obviously. Oh, little bastard. I got this guy at the last auto assembly, I think I want to say. Yeah, when I was younger, I never had a lot of Transformers. I loved the ones I did have, but I really wanted an Ultra Magnus. Never got my hands on him, and I only knew one person who had him, maybe two, I think, if I remember correctly. and I really want him. He's so good. He's like the epitome of G1 Transformers for me. And so when I had a chance to buy one at TF Nation, and I'm sure I got this one for like at TF Nation Auto Assembly. I'm sure this one cost me like, I'm sure it was 15 quid, but it was missing a bit. Or was that Power Master Prime? Can't remember. Borders, did you have to remind me? It was his weapon you got for me and something else, wasn't it? Can't remember. But I got either this. I think I got him for a cheap price, and then Borders did filled in the gaps and completed him for me before we left. So, aye, he's awesome. He's alright. I mean, his articulation is his arms. That's it. His elbows and his. I mean, I suppose he's got wrist swivels if you really want to talk. If you really want to sort of be pedantic about it, but. Other than that, I mean, obviously, when I first seen him, I was like, oh my god, why has someone got a white Optimus Prime? Because I saw the cab first, and I was like, oh, this just looks awesome. And his vehicle mode, his alt mode, is still one of my favourite alt modes of any Transformer to this day. It looks good. The cab looks good. The trailer looks good. Playability is good because you can put other vehicles in him. My daughter often plays with this guy. I need to get her own one, but just lovely. So it's for Ultra Magnus, it's hard to top this guy for me. Now, before Siege, my old knees, I'm so old. Before Siege Ultra Magnus, I would have easily been able to name my next two figures, but I'm not really sure where Ultra Magnus Siege goes now. I'm gonna say this is my second favourite Ultra Magnus that I own, the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. Alright, he looks like the IDW, which I have no knowledge of. I've never read the comics, I've never read the graphic novels. I just bought him because he was good. And he has a good toy. Has his flaws, I'd love the upgrade kit that's out there for him. I've been keeping an eye on the KO sites for it, but it's just such a good figure. It looks like Ultra Magnus, it looks very sleek. There's not a lot of waste or kibble on it either. And pose as well, comes with decent weapons. I know the Minimus Ambus thing, like as far as I'm aware, it turns out that it's a guy inside Ultra Magnus and they wear his armour as a sort of a symbol, or the accords and stuff. Anyway, I'm not really sure, but I like that gimmick. It would explain why in the movie Ultra Magnus is blown to bits and then is easily assembled. Because it's not Ultra Magnus, it's a little guy in his chest. I've had this guy for a while now, and I love him. He's really good, and he goes well with a lot of the chugging other lines that he's not from, and that his aesthetic's not from, and it suits. So now I'll say, for the moment, I think this will change the more I fiddle with this guy. Siege. Oh, I'm so glad to have him now. Amazing alt mode. His head could be the eyes and the head could be a little bit bigger if I was going to moan, but it doesn't bother me. It's just something I prefer. It'd be good if he came with a hammer or the Forge as well as Prime. Alt mode's lovely, absolutely lovely. Alright, he's a bit kibble heavy at the back or whatever. Big backpack, big arse. Don't care. You dare look at the back of your toys. I mean, I've got a big fat ass, and the wife doesn't complain, so I shouldn't complain either. Cuts a really nice pose. Like I said, he fits really well with all the figures that I'm really loving just now. And it's just so nice. I love the sort of mold lines and all these Siege figures, the details. It makes them look like warring robots rather than just toys, if that makes sense. Alright, his alt mode isn't up to much for me. But it's unique. I've already got an Ultra Magnus that turns into a car carrier. I've already got an Ultra Magnus that has a trailer. This is something new for my collection, and I'm quite happy to have it. We should taste all flavours in life, all spices. Yeah, awesome. So for now, he's third until I can see him going up to second though. Third, no, not third, he was third. Fourth is this guy. The Prime, is it the Beast Hunters version Ultra Magnus? Oh, voiced by Michael Ironhide. That's every time. Do you know what? I double checked. Not double checked, but I gave myself a check. I said, don't say Ironhide when I pick up Ironside. Michael Ironside. Voiced by Michael Ironside with his Forge of Solus Prime. This figure, it's a repaint, recasting, remoulding of the Prime, the Optimus Prime from the show. But it works really well. I love the character because it was voiced by Michael Ironside. I love this toy. It is so good. I mean, this bit, I'm not bothered about that bit normally. I just leave it this way and I lose it. but it's such an imposing sort of figure. It's a really nice update to Ultra Magnus. That I love the head sculpt. He's lovely. I play with this toy often. Transformation's cool. It would have been nice if he came with a trailer, but then again the Prime didn't, I don't think. Unless there was a special edition one, or that first edition one came with a trailer, I'm not too sure. But oh, I love it. And even just next to Optimus Prime, the figures together, it looks different enough that they don't look like the same toys. It's awesome. So yes, he was third, he's now fourth. I still love him. And the gap, my love for all these toys is like, the gap between them is minute, so it's, when I say they're my top 5 favourites, they're just my 5 favourites. And then last, but by no means least, is the normal Ultra Magnus before he was in a TV show. They released this. It's a bit of a clunkier alt mode, which kind of actually, his alt mode kind of does mimic this guy a bit, I suppose, to a certain degree. Is that intentional? I don't know. You know, basically I'm saying it's alt mode based off the IDW alt mode. I don't know, because I'm not familiar with it, like I said. But it's a good toy. Comes with 1 missile, which bothers me. I did consider briefly buying 2 just so I could have 2 missiles. Lovely hammer, I love that. I might give that to Siege Ultra Magnus though, because I display all these guys, but he's kind of sits at the back of my Prime shelf. Because, oh, I've just tucked his head in there, look. There you go. Yeah, decent alt mode. I liked it. I mean, I love the head. So the head sculpt on this Ultra Magnus is maybe my favourite, if not the Beast Hunters one. I love the colours. I love the darker blue. Like I said, love the weapon, love the stature. Good toy, but then the Beast, when he came out of the TV show, didn't look like this. So that's why I was much more happy with this one. Just gonna give Siege his hammer and see if it looks good. Do you hold it? Have you seen it? There we go. What did you just drop there? Oh, one of his shoulders fell off. Doesn't matter. That looks alright. No, it doesn't. Come here, where's your shoulder? Oh, I'm so old. Aye, there you go. Dead happy that my lovely wife, bought me Ultra Magnus. Because, like I said, once I realised just how good the Siege and Earthrise stuff was, I was like, yeah, I want. Even the figures that I thought I didn't want, I was like, no, I want these now. I need to have this as a collection. And no regrets. The worst I've had is Prowl. I didn't like Prowl. I gave it away actually. And then before that, the one that I've kept was Hoist. Isn't very good, but isn't very good compared to the rest of them, so he's still good. Yeah, so let me know, what's your favourite Ultra Magnus figure? Which do you think's better, Siege or Combiner Wars? Because I don't know, I've not decided yet, but I will in the future. I hope you're all doing well. I hope this lockdown isn't driving you nuts like it's driving me nuts. And after this, I'm going to go across to my other channel and stream The Binding of Isaac on PS4, so that'll be on Twitch. And I hope you're all doing well. I'll see you soon. Press the button there. Didn't work. Press it again.